All right, factoring using the AC method. So 4 is A, B is negative 11, C is negative 15. So first of all, we're going to take A times C, which is 4 times negative 15, which is negative 60. B is negative 11. Okay, so we want to find factors of negative 60 that add up to negative 11. So, alright, start with negative 60. Alright, so we know negative 1 times 60 equals negative 60. We know 1 times negative 60 gives us negative 60. We also want these two numbers to add up to negative 11. So if we would add negative 1 and 60, that would give us negative 59. That doesn't add up to 11, so we have to keep going. So we also know negative 2 times 30 gives us negative 60. Also, 2 times negative 30 would give us negative 60. Negative 3, oh, this is wrong. Oh, no, it's not. That's right. Negative 3 times 20 and 3 times negative 20. Again, if you would try to add any of these factors up, none of them would add up to a negative 11 yet, so we got to keep going. So let's see, how about negative 4 times 15 and 4 times negative 15. Okay, well this one here, if you multiply those together, that gives you negative 60, and 4 plus negative 15, that gives me negative 11. So these are the factors that we want. Now what we're going to do with those numbers, 4 and 15, we're going to take this negative 11 and we're going to use those factors. So I'm going to say that this is 4x minus 15x, which again, if you added those up, that would be the same thing as negative 11x. Then we're also going to bring down this first term and this last term. Okay, so we've basically rewritten our original problem, so it now looks like this. Now we're going to factor this by using factor by grouping. We're going to factor these first two terms together, and we're going to factor out a 4x out of each of these, leaving us with x plus 1. Second group here, 15x minus 15x, again, we're going to factor out the greatest common factor, which would be negative 15, leaving us with x plus 1. All right? And notice that this x plus 1, they're the same. Whenever you're doing the AC method, these will be exactly the same. Okay? And then what you're going to do is factor that out. So we're going to factor out the x plus 1 from each of these, and then you're left with 4x minus 15. This is how you're going to factor this trinomial using the AC method.